Thanks for joining us. Football fever is growing among the Tide faithful now that we're officially less than a month away from the start of the 2012 season.
It's getting closer and closer.
Absolutely.
29 days, 59 minutes, and 1 second to be exact. The Tide will face off against the Michigan Wolverines Saturday, September 1st in Arlington, Texas at Cowboy Stadium. And today the Tide held its very first practice of the season. A big day, of course. A good thing Alabama has an indoor practice facility because it certainly looks like they may have to use it for tonight's second split squad practice featuring the freshmen and most of their other inexperienced players. Fortunately, the weather was okay this morning, and about 50 Tide players consisting of the returning starters, also veteran players, hit the practice field about 9:30 this morning for a 2-hour workout in shorts and helmets. A muggy day out there, but that's just a fact of life in August in Alabama. Quarterback A.J. McCarron looked large and in charge on the practice field, and it was good to see junior running back Eddie Lacy back to full speed after he was basically a spectator during the spring while rehabbing a foot injury. And Alabama football is certainly back for another season, and we'll have much more later on in Alabama's home team sports. This week, Nick Saban announced more than $400,000 will help people through Nick's Kids.
In fact, this year's totals generated through Nick's Kids was around $415,000. Now, Nick's Kids is a nonprofit organization and is the official charity of Nick Saban and his family. It was started by Nick and Terry Saban during their time at Michigan State University. The money is raised through the Nick's Kids golf tournament, speaking engagements by Nick and Terry Saban, and individual donations. And some of the money will be used to help build homes for tornado survivors through Habitat for Humanity and to help young people across West Alabama.
We're going to continue to try to support the community and give back to the community and continue to try to help families wherever we can.
And since the Sabans arrived in Tuscaloosa in 2007, more than $2.5 million has been distributed to numerous charities and organizations all throughout the state and surrounding areas.
Yesterday, we brought you the story of Bobby Hunter, who set up shop outside Bryant-Denny Stadium, and he's camping out until the gates open for Fan Day on Sunday.
And now, with 24 hours under his belt, WVUA's Victoria Sheehan caught up with this superfan to see how the time has treated him and to hear just what makes this sacrifice worth it to him.
I mean, some people will look at it like we're crazy, we're obsessed with the team.
Over 70 hours spent outside Bryant-Denny Stadium might seem radical, but then again, it might be a dream some just won't admit to.
I was thinking about it last night. I was laying there and looking at the stadium, and you could actually think that's where so many games we played, the history of the program. It's only going to get better. With 20,000 people now waiting in line for season tickets that most of them will never get. So.
And that's why for many, Fan Day is more than just a practice, and why Hunter is waiting for more than just an autograph.
Just to, have the experience on Sunday to see the coach and the players up close and personal, because that's the only day that you really get to be close to. It's just a great day to, for the fans to be out here and wanting to see, because this is our opportunity.
And it's an opportunity to say, I met them win.
I got A.J. McCarron, I got Barrett Jones, I've got a lot of the older players because I've been here personally, and I've got them when they were younger, which is what I do. I go to the younger players that some of them will turn out to be stars and some of them won't, but I'll have their autographs.
With 2 national titles in the past 3 years and football right around the corner, now is not a bad time to be a Bama fan, even if you have to make a little sacrifice.
You pay a price for being number one. Like I said, Alabama's number one, and I'm the number one in line.
Well, actually, Alabama is number 2 in the preseason polls, but this Alabama fan isn't worried. Reporting in Tuscaloosa, Victoria Sheehan, WVUA News.
Now, the Crimson Tide's annual Fan Day will kick off this Sunday. Bama will hold an open practice in Bryant-Denny Stadium from 2:30 until 4:30, and the players and coaches will be available for autographs right after practice.
Cash registers are in full swing for the big back-to-school sales tax holiday.
And retailers are pumped up and ready, and the shoppers are on the hunt for bargains. The state sales tax has been waived this weekend for certain items like some clothing, computers, and school supplies. The cities of Tuscaloosa and Northport, as well as Tuscaloosa County, have also waived their local sales tax for the weekend. Among the stores busy with back-to-school shoppers today was Academy Sports in Tuscaloosa.
I have 3 boys, so it gets kind of expensive, so the tax-free weekends are great.
Well, we've been to several stores and saved quite a bit today.
And for more information about what's included in the sales tax holiday, you can call the Alabama Department of Revenue at 866-576-6531, or you can go to our website, WVUATV.com, and click on Numbers and Links.
Former Governor Don Siegelman is going back to prison. A federal judge sentenced Siegelman to 6.5 years for his conviction on bribery and other charges. In court today, 66-year-old Siegelman apologized for his actions. Siegelman and former HealthSouth CEO Richard Scrushy were convicted back in 2006. Prosecutors say they arranged $500,000 in contributions to Siegelman's campaign in exchange for Scrushy being appointed to a hospital regulatory board. Siegelman was originally sentenced to more than 7 years in prison. He served about 9 months before being released pending appeals. Siegelman served as Alabama's governor from 1999 to 2003. Fast food restaurant chain ChickFilA is grabbing headlines again, this time for another protest.
But this time it was not in support of the chicken restaurant chain. It was same-sex kiss day at ChickFilA. And this comes in response to the president of ChickFilA's comments saying that he supports the, quote, biblical definition of a family and does not support gay marriage. Now, hundreds of thousands of people in support of ChickFilA turned out all across the USA for ChickFilA Appreciation Day on Wednesday. We talked with customers at a local ChickFilA today about the latest protest.
I can tell you that I support ChickFilA.
They have a right to protest.
They have freedom to do what they want to. Give us the freedom to say what we want to.
I think that people can disagree and still treat each other with respect, and I expect that to happen here tonight.
And according to the National Same-Sex Kiss Day Facebook page, the protest is set all across the nation for 7 p.m. tonight.